There comes a moment in every man's life when he looks in the mirror and asks, is this all there is? Am I living to my fullest potential? That feeling of wanting more, of knowing you're capable of greatness but not knowing how to get there, it can be overwhelming. But what if I told you that the path to becoming the man you've always dreamed of being is right in front of you? 6 skills, just 3 that can change everything. This isn't just about success, it's about finding purpose, strength, and the power to shape your own future. Are you ready to unlock the man you were meant to be? By the way, if you want to boost your confidence and to become the best version of yourself, I've already created a video on that, go check it out. Now let's be ready to learn 3 skills that every man must need in life. 1. Discipline, the foundation of all greatness. What separates the men who dream from the men who achieve? What sets apart those who talk about greatness from those who live it? The answer, my friends, is discipline. It's that invisible force, the unwavering strength within, that makes the difference between living a life of mediocrity and fulfilling your highest potential. Think about it. How often have you started something excited and ready to change your life, only to quit when it got tough? How many dreams have you seen slip away because the path was harder than you expected? Now imagine what your life would look like if you had the discipline to see it through. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you're inching closer to your dreams, not because it's easy, but because you refuse to quit. Let me tell you a story to illustrate just how powerful discipline can be. Take the story of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Before he was the Hollywood superstar we know today, he faced serious hardship. At the age of 23, he had just been cut from the Canadian Football League, left with only $7 in his pocket. He could have given up right then. The odds were stacked against him: no job, no future in football, no clear path ahead. But instead of surrendering to failure, he chose discipline. He decided to push himself every day, building not only his body but his mind. He began his wrestling career with a relentless commitment, even when success seemed far away. Waking up at 4 a.m. for workouts, showing up when no one else did, and putting in the hours when the rest of the world was still asleep. His discipline, not luck, transformed him from a man with nothing into one of the highest paid actors and entrepreneurs in the world today. Johnson didn't get there overnight. It took years of dedication, resilience, and yes, discipline. That same discipline was the bridge between his rock bottom and his climb to the top. Now let's turn the lens back to you. Every one of us faces challenges. Whether you're building a business, pursuing personal development, or working on something that feels overwhelming, discipline is the tool that will get you to the other side. It's the decision to get out of bed early, to work on your goals even when it feels like the world is telling you to rest. Discipline is the quiet strength that turns dreams into reality. When others stop, you keep going. When others get tired, you push through. When success feels distant, you continue the climb, knowing that greatness isn't achieved in a day or a month, it's built over a lifetime. Just like Dwayne Johnson, or any other person who's achieved success, the disciplined man doesn't wait for the perfect moment. He creates it by putting in the work day after day, even when no one is watching. You're already on your own journey. Whether you're navigating school, business, or personal projects, remember that greatness is built with small, consistent efforts. Just like how you've been dedicated to creating content, even when the results take time to manifest. The same discipline that keeps you committed to your goals is what will shape your future success. So when you face challenges and you will choose discipline, it's the foundation that turns dreams into reality, the path that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. And if you embrace it, there's no limit to what you can achieve. 2. Emotional intelligence. Let me ask you something. How often have you felt the weight of the world on your shoulders, but told yourself to stay silent? How many times have you held back your emotions, thinking that doing so would make you stronger, more manly? We've all been there, right? But here's the truth. Real strength doesn't come from suppressing your emotions, it comes from mastering them. Emotional intelligence isn't about being emotionless. It's about understanding your emotions, knowing why you feel what you feel, and most important, knowing how to respond rather than react. Imagine the power of being in control, even in the most chaotic moments of your life. When the world around you is crumbling, you can stand tall not because you're void of emotion, but because you understand it and use it to fuel your strength. Consider Nelson Mandela, a man who spent 27 years in prison under one of the most brutal and oppressive regimes. Can you imagine the emotions he must have faced? Anger, hatred, despair. Yet, when he was finally released, he didn't let those emotions control him. Instead, he channeled them, used them as fuel to unite a divided nation. How many of us, after facing so much injustice, would still choose peace over revenge? Mandela's strength wasn't in suppressing his emotions, but in mastering them. He understood his pain, his anger, but he also knew that letting those emotions control him would destroy not only him, but the future of his country. Through emotional intelligence, he became a beacon of hope, leading with compassion and empathy, even toward those who had wronged him. Now, let's bring this back to you. How many times have you let anger get the best of you? How many moments have you lost to frustration or fear? We've all been there. Maybe it was a disagreement with someone you care about, and instead of seeking to understand, you reacted. Maybe it was a challenge at work, and instead of staying calm, you let the stress overwhelm you. But here's the thing. When you master your emotions, you master your life. Emotional intelligence isn't just about keeping calm when things get tough, it's about empathy. It's about understanding what others are going through, connecting with them on a deeper level, and leading not with dominance but with compassion. When you truly understand someone else's feelings, you unlock a power that few ever realize: the power to influence, to lead, and to inspire. Think about the relationships in your life. Whether it's with family, friends, or colleagues, the ability to connect is what makes those relationships thrive. And connection isn't just about talking, it's about listening. Truly listening, understanding not just the words, but the feelings behind them. When you can do that, you become the person others turn to in times of need. The leader people want to follow, the friend people trust. Emotional intelligence is your superpower, and it's one you can develop every single day. When life throws chaos at you, instead of reacting, pause. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this? And how can I use this emotion to grow? That's the mastery of emotional intelligence, the ability to control of your mind and heart in any situation. The man who can remain calm in the storm, who can rise above anger, fear, and doubt. He is the man who is truly in control of his life. Just like Nelson Mandela, you have the power to shape your future, to lead with empathy, and to love with purpose. Next time you feel the pressure building, remember, you don't have to suppress it. You don't have to carry the weight in silence. You just have to master it. And when you do, you'll not only be strong, you'll be unstoppable. 3. Communication: speak with power, listen with intention. Do you ever felt misunderstood? Like no matter how hard you try to express yourself, your words just don't land. Or maybe you've been on the other side where you're trying to connect with someone, but they aren't truly hearing you. These moments can leave us feeling isolated, frustrated, and disconnected. But what if you could change that? What if you could unlock the power of true communication, the kind that not only expresses your heart but deeply connects you to others? Here's the truth: communication is more than just words. It's the bridge between who you are and the world around you. Every relationship you build, every opportunity you chase, every dream you have, it all depends on how well you can communicate. It's not just about talking, it's about connecting, truly understanding and being understood. Think about this. How many conflicts, how many broken relationships have happened because of poor communication? A single conversation can build or break a bond. But the man who knows how to speak with power and listen with intention, that man stands out. He becomes a leader, a trusted friend, a partner who creates harmony, not division. Let me tell you a story that illustrates this power. Consider Martin Luther King Jr. He did just speak. He moved people. When he stood before thousands during the civil rights movement, he wasn't just giving a speech, he was communicating from the soul. His words carried a conviction that transcended fear, doubt, and hatred. He painted a vision of equality and justice, not with eloquence, but with a deep understanding of the pain and hopes of those who listened. And when people heard him, they felt understood. They felt seen. They felt empowered. King's power wasn't just in his ability to speak. It was in his ability to listen to the struggles and dreams of his people. He spoke with power because he listened with intention. Now think about your own life. How many times have you found yourself in arguments where both sides are talking but no one is really listening? How many important relationships in your life could be transformed by truly listening? By understanding not just the words, but the emotions behind them. The world is full of noise, but the man who speaks with wisdom and listens with intent will always stand out. In a world where everyone is talking, few are actually connecting. Be the man who listens with purpose, who speaks with clarity, and who builds bridges with his words, not walls. Your ability to communicate is the key to unlocking deeper relationships, stronger bonds, and greater opportunities. When you master communication, you don't just express your thoughts, you connect with others on a deeper level. You create trust, you inspire, and you lead. Whether it's in your personal relationships, your career, or any aspect of life, the power of communication is undeniable. Listen next time you find yourself in a conversation. Whether it's with a friend, a colleague, or someone you love, remember, speak with power, but listen with even greater intention. Because in that moment you have the power to change everything, not just for you, but for everyone around you.